Good day everyone. Today I'll be giving you an overview of international commercial arbitration. We'll be covering its definition, key criteria, and important terms you should be aware of. Introduction to international commercial arbitration. First, what is arbitration? Arbitration is any arbitration whether administered by a permanent arbitration institution. It is a method of resolving disputes outside the court. It involves neutral third party called an arbitrator who makes a binding decision o sila ang nagbibigay ng desisyon na dapat sundin ng mga parties. Arbitration can be managed by a permanent institution or conduct by ad hoc, which means ang mga parties mismo ang nag-aayos nito. International arbitration occurs when the parties to an arbitration agreement have their place of business in different states or one of the following criteria is met. First is place of arbitration is determined. Second, obligation of firms elsewhere. Next is disputes closely connected to another location. International arbitration, where it is when the arbitration involves parties from different countries. This could happen when the business in different states enter into a contract with arbitration clause or when a commercial relationship spans multiple countries. For example, yung Filipino company has disputes with a Singapore company and they have agreed to settle disputes through arbitration. Ito na yung kino-considered na international arbitration. Yung international arbitration, the arbitration must meet at least one of the following criteria. The party involved have their place of business in different countries. Dapat merong business dun sa iba't ibang bansa. Next is yung place of arbitration, where the arbitration occurs is outside the Philippines. Dapat yung arbitration is nasa labas ng Pilipinas. And lastly, the substantial part of obligation of the business relationship is performed outside the country or disputes is more closely connected to another country. This ensures that the arbitration is genuinely international in nature. For example, kung nakasaad sa arbitration agreement na ang arbitration ay magaganap sa Singapore o kung ang disputes ay konektado sa isang lugar sa labas ng Pilipinas, ito ay isang international arbitration. Pwede rin na may malinaw na kasunduan ng mga parties na ang arbitration ay intended to cover more than one country. And it helps provide clarity in case there is a confession over the jurisdiction. Classification of place of business. First, closest relationship to arbitration agreement if multiple places of business. Kung ang isang partido ay mahigit na sa isang lugar na business, ang lugar na may pinakamalapit na kaugnayan sa arbitration agreement ang pagbabatayan. Halimbawa, ang isang multinational na company na may office sa iba't ibang bansa ay maaaring magkaroon ng alitan, ngunit ang lugar na may kinalaman sa kasunduan ang siyang isasama. Next is habitual resident if no place of business. Dito naman, kung ang isang partido ay walang lugar ng business, ang habitual residence o lugar kung saan siya regular na nanirahan ang pagbabatayan. Key terms in international commercial arbitration. Next, let's look at the same important terms. First is the New York Convention. It is important in international arbitration. This convention established noong 1958 and ratified by the Philippines under the Senate Resolution number 71 ensures that arbitration awards are recognized are enforced different countries. So if an arbitration award is granted in another country, the New York Convention ensure it can be enforced in the Philippines and vice versa. Next is the appointing authority. This refers to the person or institution named in the arbitration agreement. Sila yung responsible para sa pag-appoint ng arbitrator. If the arbitration is under the institutional arbitration, ito ay susunod sa mga patakaran ng institusyon para sa paghihirang ng arbitrator. Kapag naman ad hoc administration, meaning it's not organized by an institution, ang Pangulo ng IBP or Integrated Bar of the Philippines o ang kanilang kinatawan ang maghihirang ng arbitrator. The role of appointing authority. First is institutional arbitration. Institutional arbitration, agreed procedures under the arbitration rules. In institutional arbitration, the parties agree to use the rules of an arbitration institution such as International Chamber of Commerce or the Philippines Dispute Resolution Center. These institutions provide clear procedures for selecting and appointing arbitrators. Next is ad hoc administration. Default appointment by the national president of the IBP. In ad hoc administration, however, there is no institutional framework. So, if the parties can agree on who will act as the arbitrator, ang Pangulo ng IBP ang mahihirang bilang the default na authority. Tinitiyak nito na may proseso pa rin susundin kahit walang institution. Key definition. Now, let's define some additional important terms. First is arbitral tribunal. It refers to either a sole arbitrator or a panel arbitrator. The number is typically agreed upon the parties in the arbitration agreement. Next is arbitration. Arbitration, as I mentioned earlier, is any arbitration procedure, whether it is administered by an institution or not. Commercial arbitration covers disputes that arise from a relationship of a commercial nature. This is an important distinction dahil hindi lahat ng arbitration ay commercial. Mayroong ibang tulad ng mga labor or family arbitration. Examples of commercial transaction. First is supply or exchanges of goods and service. Next is distribution agreement. Next is construction project, business partnership like joint ventures, licensing agreement, and more. For example, kung dalawang kumpanya ang pumirma ng isang kasunduan sa distribusyon ng mga produkto at nagkaroon ng hindi pagkakaintindihan, ang alitan ay maaaring maresolba or ma-resolve sa pamamagitan ng commercial arbitration. Next, let's talk about the convention award. A convention award refers to an arbitral award granted in a convention state, meaning a country that is a part of the New York Convention. Convention state is a member of the New York Convention. It is any country that has ratified the New York Convention, which includes the Philippines. This global framework ensures the arbitration award granted in one country are enforceable in another convention state. So, kung nanalo ang isang kumpanya sa arbitration sa Singapore, maaaring ipatupad ang award na iyon sa Pilipinas dahil parehong miyembro ng New York Convention ang dalawang bansa. Role of the court. A body or organ of the judicial system of the Philippines. Now, let's discuss the role of court. The role of court is under the model law. The court refers to the judicial body in the Philippines such as the RTC, the Court of Appeals, or the Supreme Court, while the arbitration is designed to avoid lengthy court procedures. Sometimes courts still get involved in matter like enforcing awards or appointing arbitrators when parties can't agree. So even though arbitration is private, the court plays supporting role to ensure the process runs smoothly and the awards are properly enforced. In conclusion, international commercial arbitration offers an effective way to resolve disputes that cross national borders. The key elements includes the New York Convention, the appointing authority, and the various arbitration institutions provide the framework to ensure a fair and enforceable resolution for commercial disputes. That includes my presentation about international commercial arbitration. Thank you for listening. I am Joshayon P. De Ocampo from the BSc 3-4.